All right, everyone. So this is a little bit of a disappointing story. We'll get into why, but this is from Cultaholic Wrestling. Netflix will have very little WWE archive content. Now they're citing Wrestling Observer Radio. The answer is not much. There will be all the current shows, all the pay-per-views, everything is going to be on Netflix. As far as your archives, there will be some, but very little. When everything starts on January 1st, they're going to have roughly 40 pay-per-views, will be the only thing up, just intermittent, some recent, some from years ago. There'll be no WCW, it's all WWE, no Mid Atlantic, no Mid South Wrestling, no World Class, none of that tape library stuff. People didn't really watch a lot of it on the WWE network, so that's what happened. So, I really got to say, I really don't like this. Um, you know, I guess I'm reading just a comment here from Ringside Renaissance that says people stop listening to anything Wrestling Observer says. WWE is still in contract with Peacock until 2026. All of the archived stuff will be there. We are sure that they will start switching the content over to Netflix as their contract with Peacock comes to an end. So, I mean, look, that's good news, right? That's some better news on it. But here's the thing, and this is why it is a little bit disappointing, is that part of the big deal with WWE going to Netflix is that if you put all the archive stuff onto Netflix, right? If you put all that stuff on there, what happens to it is people that watch Raw quickly can watch something else. They can almost binge watch a lot of this stuff. And I understand it seems simple, right? You just switch over to Peacock and you could watch all of this stuff. But if people don't have a subscription to Peacock, if they don't know that that's where that all is, for newer people trying to watch wrestling, which is part of why this Netflix move is happening to get another big audience that could, potentially watch this stuff, it just would be better to have a lot of it on there. And certainly the amount they're going to have, according to this report, is good. But I do hope that that second report we read is true here from Ringside Renaissance, which is hopefully it's just because the deal with Peacock is still in place. And so they're going to put all this stuff in 2026 onto the Netflix platform. Or if they have another, like, I don't necessarily mind them being in two different spots as long as everything that's on the WWE network should be accessible to people online. I don't care if not a lot of people are watching it. That doesn't matter. Wrestling fans, we want to be able to watch all of this stuff because it's all a big deal. What if you're just one day you find out about a pay-per-view or a time wrestling time period that you've never really watched, you want to go back and watch it? You might be the only person watching that, but that's what the product is supposed to be, right? The WWE archives with the things that are exist now in terms of technology to kind of have these giant archives. What's the point in not doing it? You're giving your fans a service, and you never know when people are going to start watching some of those old ones again. I will say that Peacock, it kind of had a week. Like, I much preferred how WWE Network had it laid out. I much preferred how WWE Network made it easier, in my opinion, to search and do all this stuff on there. So I don't think Peacock was actually a huge upgrade. I'm hoping maybe Netflix will be. Like, they should just make separate Survivor Series, go by year, just make it a lot easier. But I hope at some point, at least everything is on Netflix, or even if they just do another deal with Peacock and they keep it on there, do not let this stuff be inaccessible to viewers because, we want to be able to watch it. And I don't understand why you wouldn't want to do that. So thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.